Hi, today I've got a video on the nominative case for you. So remember that German has got 4 cases: nominative for the subject of the verb, accusative for the direct object of the verb, dative for the indirect object of the verb, and genitive that shows possession. So today we're looking at the nominative case, and I've got 2 example sentences in English here for us to translate so that I can illustrate the nominative case to you. So remember that the nominative case shows us the subject of the verb. So first of all, we need to find the verb in each of these sentences. So pause the video and have a look. Okay, and now we need to find the subject. So who or what matches up with that action of the verb? So in the first one, the doctor listens. Who's doing the listening? The doctor is. So the doctor is in our nominative case. In the second sentence, who's doing the listening? A woman listens. So the woman is in our nominative case. In these 2 examples, we don't have any other cases. We don't have an accusative object, we don't have dative, we don't have genitive, and that's absolutely fine. So let's have a think about what these would look like in German. So if you like, you can pause the video and translate them yourself. I'm going to do them for you here. So the doctor listens, we have, I'll use my pink pen, so we have der Arzt hört. So. Okay, a woman listens, eine Frau hört zu. Okay, so like you will have seen in class, the words for the and change their form depending on the gender of a noun. They also change their form depending on the case that we are working with. So I'm going to illustrate that to you now. I'm just going to rub this off the board so you can see. So you might be able to do this already, but if you have 2 columns, one with the and one with a, and then we remember that we have masculine, feminine, neuter, and plural, the German words for the in the nominative are, we have der, we have die, we have das, we have die. So these are the words for the that you would find if you were looking up a noun in the dictionary. And the forms for a, ein, eine, ein, and keine. Now the reason that I've put keine there is because we can't say sweets, because the plural form, so we just imagine that there aren't any sweets. So we use keine, we can see that there. Okay, so notice that these forms are all different. Okay, sometimes, okay, you might get a little bit confused between the gender of for these 2, for the masculine and neuter. In that case, you need to check a dictionary, and once you've got the hang of learning vocabulary really well, then you won't need to look it up because you'll just remember. Now, spending time learning cases is really important for improving the accuracy of your German, because cases are not just important for the words for the and they are important for using adjectives correctly, for example. So it's worth investing a little bit of time if you can. So the next thing I am going to do for you is write up some examples for you to work with. So what I want you to do for each sentence, first of all, is I want you to find the subject in each of them. So underline it, highlight it, whatever you fancy. And then as a challenge, you can translate them. Okay, so the first one that we've got Ich finde das toll. The second one, they're going to get a little bit harder. Ist 11 Jahre alt. The third one, der Hund spielt im Garten. Nummer 4, die Kinder backen einen Kuchen. And the last one, hopefully you can see it, is eine Sendung läuft im, I hope you can see this, Fernsehen. Okay, so copy those down, pause the video, try and find the subject, and then if you want to have a challenge, you can translate them. So let's see if you've got this right. So the subject in the first one, who's doing the finding? I am, so that's our subject. Ich finde das toll, I find that great. Ist 11 Jahre alt, he is 11 years old. He's the one that's 11, he's our nominative, okay? You might be able to see a pattern with the position of these. Der Hund spielt im Garten. The dog plays in the garden. Who's doing the playing? Well, the garden's not playing in the dog. So here's this one here. Okay, remember we've got our der. Die Kinder backen einen Kuchen. The children bake a cake. Well, who's doing the baking? Is the cake baking the children? No. The children are baking the cake. Okay, now this is an example here where we have nominative, okay, and we have a more obvious accusative object for you because this one's masculine, okay. Remember in the video about the accusative case, we saw that the word for in the accusative is einen when it's masculine. So I'm just going to label that as accusative. You didn't have to do that though. And then the last one, eine Sendung läuft im Fernsehen. A show is on the TV. What's on the TV? The show is. So that is our nominative case. Okay, I hope you found that video useful and I'll see you again soon.